Welcome to Learn English Through Story. Today, you will learn simple everyday English through an inspiring story about a messy room, a hidden secret, and a quiet mind. Before we start, remember to use the shadowing technique. First, listen to my voice carefully. Then, pause the video after each sentence and repeat the words out loud. This will build your speaking confidence fast. Now, listen closely. Sarah's room was completely messy, but she did not know that cleaning it would change her life forever. Chapter 1. The Messy Room. Sarah was 30 years old. She lived in a small apartment in a busy city. Every morning, Sarah woke up feeling very tired. Her mind felt heavy, sad and confused. She looked around her bedroom. Clothes were everywhere on the floor. Old papers covered her wooden desk. Dirty coffee cups sat on the side table. Sarah wanted to be happy, but she had no energy. She felt trapped in her own home. She often said, "I have too many thoughts in my head. I cannot focus on my life." Her apartment was full of things she did not need. Her mind was full of worries she could not stop. Chapter 2. An Old Books 1. Rainy Saturday, Sarah could not find her house keys. She needed to go to the store. She searched under her bed. She pulled out old shoes, dusty boxes, and forgotten bags. Deep under the bed, she found a heavy black box. It was covered in thick dust. Sarah stopped looking for her keys. She was very curious about the black box. She wiped the dust away with her hand. She opened the quiet wooden cover. Inside the box, there was an old paper notebook. It belonged to her grandfather. On the first page, her grandfather wrote a simple message in dark ink. "If you want to heal your heart, you must clean your home." Chapter 3. The Secret Rule. Sarah sat on her messy floor and read the old notebook. Her grandfather wrote about his young life. He was often stressed, angry, and sad. One day, a wise old doctor gave him simple advice. Your outer world reflects your inner world. A chaotic room creates a chaotic mind. The notebook said that every old object keeps a piece of your past energy. When you hold on to useless things, you hold on to old pain, worry, and fear. Sarah looked at her crowded room again. For the first time, she truly saw the mess. She saw 5 years of unread books, broken chairs, and dusty clothes. She decided to test her grandfather's secret rule. Chapter 4. Throwing Away the Past. Sarah grabbed a large trash bag. She started with her wooden desk. She threw away old receipts, broken pens, and papers from her old job. With every item she tossed, her chest felt a little lighter. Then she walked over to her closet. It was completely full of old clothes. She pulled out a blue jacket. She bought it during a terrible time in her life. She held the jacket and felt sad. Then she remembered the notebook's rule. She put the jacket into a box to donate. Instantly, the sadness faded away. Sarah smiled. She began to clean faster and faster. Chapter 5. The Mystery in the Closet. Sarah cleared the top shelf of her closet. She found an old closed envelope. There was no name on the front, only a red wax seal. Her hands shook slightly as she touched the cold paper. She did not remember this letter. She lived alone for 5 years. Sarah sat down at her clean desk. The room was already half empty. Her mind felt calm and quiet for the first time in months. She carefully broke the red seal and opened the mysterious letter. Inside was a key and a small map of her own apartment. The map pointed directly behind her bedroom wall mirror. Chapter 6. Behind the mirror, Sarah stood up slowly. She walked across the clean floor to the wall mirror. The mirror was old, heavy, and very dirty. She had not cleaned it in years. She grabbed a soft cloth and wiped the glass clean. Her face looked bright and clear in the reflection. Then she gently pushed the mirror to the side. Behind the glass, there was a small iron door in the wall. The small key from the letter fit perfectly into the keyhole. Sarah turned the key. Click! The small door opened smoothly. Inside the dark wall space was a sparkling wooden box tied with a gold ribbon. Chapter 7. The True Treasure. Sarah carried the wooden box to her completely clean room. The room was bright, simple and peaceful now. Fresh air came through the open window. She opened the wooden box slowly. Inside, there were no gold coins or expensive jewels. Instead, there were dozens of happy photos of her family and a small journal written by her mother. Her mother wrote, "When the mess is gone, love remains." Sarah realized her messy room kept her away from her best memories. The clutter blocked the good energy and kept her trapped in sadness. By clearing her physical space, she finally cleared her heart and mind. Sarah looked around her new clean home. She felt light, peaceful, and ready for the future. She knew that whenever her mind felt full, she only had to clean her space. Now, it is your turn to practice your English. Replay this video from the beginning. Pause after every sentence. Speak out loud and shadow my pronunciation. Consistent daily practice will clear your mind and make you fluent in English. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below about your daily routine.